Everyone tells us that aviation constantly moves forward. New materials, bigger screens, more automation, more software. But here's a quiet truth most pilots only realize later in life. Some airplanes built in the 1990s don't just compete with modern aircraft, they outperform them where it actually matters. Not in marketing videos, not in spec sheets optimized for sales, but in real flying, range, payload, efficiency, stability, and long-term ownership. Today, we're taking a deep, honest look at 8 aircraft from the 1990s that still outperform modern planes, especially for experienced and retired pilots who care about flying, not gadgets. And as we go through this list, I want you thinking about one thing. If these airplanes already solved the problem, why did we stop building them this way? 1. Mooney M20J, M20K, 1990s models. The Mooney is the definition of aerodynamic honesty. A 1990s M20J cruises faster than many brand new 4-seat singles today, while burning significantly less fuel. That's not opinion, that's physics. The airframe is tight, drag is minimized, every rivet serves a purpose. You're not paying for excess structure or unused cabin volume. In cruise, the airplane feels laser-focused. Once trimmed, it doesn't wander, it doesn't hunt, it simply goes. Modern aircraft often add power to compensate for drag. Mooney removed the drag. For retired pilots who value efficiency and long legs without constant fuel stops, this still beats many modern designs. Here's the question: would you rather buy horsepower or engineering? Let's talk about that in the comments. 2. Beechcraft Bonanza A36, 1990s era. The Bonanza A36 is often described as overbuilt, and that's exactly why it still wins. This airplane was designed in an era when manufacturers expected owners to keep aircraft for decades, not trade them like cars. The control harmony is unmatched. Roll, pitch, and yaw feel balanced in a way many modern aircraft never achieve. In turbulence, the Bonanza doesn't feel light or twitchy. It feels planted, heavy in the good way. 6 seats that actually carry adults. Real baggage space, real range. Many modern singles struggle when fully loaded. The A36 was built for it. Ask yourself, do modern aircraft actually feel better in the air or just newer on the ground? 3. Piper Saratoga PA-32, 1990s. If your definition of performance includes payload, the Saratoga deserves serious respect. This airplane doesn't punish you for bringing people, fuel, and bags. It expects it. Wide cabin, easy entry, stable approaches, gentle handling at lower speeds. For senior pilots, this matters. The Saratoga reduces workload rather than increasing it. Modern aircraft often optimize for cruise numbers, then quietly limit you when you load them realistically. The PA-32 doesn't play that game. It's not fast for bragging rights. It's fast enough every time with everything on board. So here's the discussion point. Is usable capability more important than peak cruise speed? 4. Cessna 210, 1990s models. The Cessna 210 is what happens when engineers are allowed to build an airplane without fear of complexity. Retractable gear, strong climb performance, excellent high-altitude capability. Unlike many modern aircraft, the 210 doesn't feel detuned for liability reasons. It expects the pilot to be involved. In cruise, it feels solid and confident. On descent and approach, it rewards planning and discipline. This was a serious traveling machine, not a simplified lifestyle product. Today, most manufacturers avoid airplanes like this. So the question becomes, did we make aviation safer or did we make it shallower? 5. Early Cirrus SR-20, SR-22, late 1990s. Yes, even Cirrus belongs here, but specifically the early ones. Late 90s Cirrus aircraft were lighter, simpler, and more connected than today's versions. Fewer layers of software, less system dependency, more direct flying feel. The parachute was revolutionary, not a branding tool. Many pilots who've flown both say early Cirrus aircraft feel more honest, more mechanical, more So here's something to think about. Is reduced workload always better, or does some involvement keep pilots sharper? 6. Diamond DA-40, 1990s. The DA-40 didn't just age well, it still sets the standard. Exceptional visibility, gentle stall behavior, incredible aerodynamic efficiency. This airplane teaches pilots how to fly smoothly, not aggressively. For retired pilots returning to aviation, that matters. Modern trainers still struggle to match the DA-40's combination of stability, efficiency, and feedback. It's not exciting, and that's exactly why it works. So ask yourself, why don't more modern designs prioritize calm confidence over features? 7. Beechcraft Baron 58, 1990s. The Baron 58 proves that twins don't have to feel intimidating. This airplane is stable, predictable, and confidence-inspiring when flown correctly. Twin-engine redundancy done right adds mental comfort, especially on longer trips or over challenging terrain. Modern twins often chase efficiency at the expense of feel. The Baron prioritized control and balance. Yes, operating costs are higher, but capability per dollar still favors these older aircraft. So here's the real question. Is complexity the enemy, or is poor design the real problem? 8. Socata TB-20 Trinidad, 1990s. The TB-20 is one of the most overlooked touring aircraft ever built. Designed for long European legs, weather capability, and comfort, not quick hops. In cruise, it feels stable and heavy in the best way. It doesn't bounce. It doesn't feel rushed. Many modern aircraft feel lighter, faster to react, and more nervous by comparison. The TB-20 feels like it wants to stay airborne for hours. So why didn't this design philosophy become the standard? Let's bring this together. These airplanes outperform modern ones not because they're old, but because they were built around real flying missions, not trend cycles. Modern aircraft are safer in many ways, no question, but safety alone doesn't define a great airplane. Efficiency, stability, payload, confidence, longevity. So now it's your turn. Which of these 1990s aircraft would you choose over a brand new model, and why? And do you think aviation truly progressed or simply changed direction? I want real opinions in the comments, because sometimes the future of flying was already perfected decades ago.